Alright, I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna change the background color, guys. Hold on. Ah. Wait. Should we do like yellow? Oh, look, it's so happy. I like it. Okay, wait, hold on. Should we do green? Wait, I don't like that green. Give me a better green. No, I don't like these greens. No. These greens are fake greens. Give me a real fucking... There we go. Did I already say what up, Hope Biscuits? Whatever. What up, Hope Biscuits? Wow, I fucked that up so bad. What up, Hope Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a really good mood today, guys. I'm not super sleepy. I got to hang out with Dr. Disrespect. I got to kiss my husband on his face. And now I'm here to watch SCP-096 versus SCP-049. If I remember correctly, 096 is Shy Guy, right? And 049 is the doctor, the plague doctor. There's a lot of numbers, guys, and I've always been bad with numbers, like, so if I get it wrong, please don't scream at me, please don't yell at me, because I love you guys. Let's get started. It is a plague doctor, fucking sweet.
The following data release has been authorised by the following council members and administration staff.
Okay.
Cross-testing SCP-049, SCP-096. After-test report.
At this time, it is impossible to know or even guess as to what SCP-049 did to SCP-096. SCP-049 has refused to give any further information on the matter, except for corroborating what we monitored on the infrared. The syringe was not recovered and no traces of the injected material were present in SCP-096's blood. However, the security team noted a faint scent of lavender was present. Blood tests are ongoing.
Okay.
Save for the momentary irregularity in SCP-096's behaviour after the encounter, no other abnormalities have been observed.
It wasn't new, mind you, but it hurt just the same. A small child sat at the base of a tree surrounded by hundreds of laughing, pointing children. The child's face was buried in its hands and its body bunched up with the knees held close to the chest. The small child rocked backwards and forwards against the trunk. The tree itself was oily black, with thousands of branches reaching far up into the bone-white sky. The tips of the branches pierced the pale white veil, and small drops of blood leaked down to the base of the tree.
Bitch!
The roots happily drank up the blood as soon as it touched the ground.
Ew!
Still, the children laughed. Then there was a sudden change. In the distance, someone new was approaching. Someone else to judge him. Someone else to laugh. The child looked up at the approaching pair of eyes, hidden behind a mask. The children, the tree, and the bloodied sky all fell away. They were both in a cold, white containment cell. The creature that used to be a child rocked in the corner, sobbing to itself and shaking.
I don't like that.
It was all bones and skin, with little muscle under the pale flesh that covered its body. The man who had just entered was shackled. The chains that bound him continued back into a hole in the door itself. Suddenly, a red light beat on the side of the neck shackle, and all of the chains fell to the ground.
Okay.
The chains were pulled back into the door, and SCP-049 looked down at SCP-096.
So what is the point of putting him in shackles if you're just gonna take them off in the first place?
Its soft cries reverberated off the walls around the doctor, all loneliness and pain. The doctor walked over to the monster and laid a hand on the top of its head. It stopped crying, and its breathing slowed.
Okay.
The doctor looked perplexed, as if he'd expected another reaction. The doctor, however, recovered quickly and looked down at the creature while stroking the top of its head.
Don't
Child,
trust it.
You do not have to fear me. I am here to help you. Please, let me see.
With his free hand, the doctor moved its hands from its face and then moved his hand to its forehead. The thing let out a mournful cry.
I cannot save you,
Fresh tears began to stream down the pale creature's cheeks.
but I can help you.
What? I really want to know what's wrong with Shy Guy's face, but I don't want to fucking die, bro.
With this, the doctor pulled a bag from his robes and produced a syringe.
You'll feel a slight pinch, but it's nothing to fear. Trust me.
The sounds of shouting and metallic locks turning echoed from the containment cell door. He allowed the creature's head to go limp as he gripped its arm and positioned the syringe right on top of the median basilic vein.
Ooh.
With a slight application of pressure, the syringe slipped into the vein to deliver the medicine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are doing all this shouting trying to get him to not do this shit. But, like, y'all didn't keep the shackles on him. Y'all took him off. So what did you expect to happen?
Suddenly, they were both beneath the tree. The laughing children were gone. Hanging from the oily black tree's branches were hundreds, maybe thousands of mirror shards. Each one had a reflection of his own eyes, all staring at a single crying child. SCP-049 walked forward on ground covered in ankle-deep water.
Ew.
The slow drip of red into the water left clouds of pink behind, swirling as he stepped forward.
I hope he's not wearing socks.
The child's
Wet socks
crying
are the
grew
worst.
louder and more intense. The doctor reflected on his own life. Curing the great pestilence was his grand purpose, but here was someone suffering. Was he not a doctor? Was this not his higher calling?
Okay.
And as he drew closer to the child, he noticed it was covered in shallow cuts, with blood leaking out all across its body.
Ew.
He reached into his bag for something to staunch the flow when the child's head suddenly snapped up to look directly at him. The child's eyes were red and swollen, as if he'd been crying for hours. The child slowly stood up, its sobbing still the only sound outside of the dripping blood from the tree branches above.
Oof.
Then, as if a dam had broken, it sprinted at the doctor with its arms outstretched. For a moment, the doctor was taken aback, and then the child ran into him at full force. It rocked him in place. The child embraced him and sobbed into his robes.
Shy Guy's a child?
The doctor shook his head
I'm so lost.
and tried his best to comfort him.
I'm trying to keep up,
In the
y'all.
White Room, the plague doctor sat down with the creature until the security forces dragged him away.
Oh.
For a little while, it rested. For just a little while, it was content.
Oh, okay.
For just a little while, it was loved. Somehow, it cried even harder.
Okay, so I'm like trying real hard to like feel some kind of sympathy for Shy Guy, but this nigga's been murdering people, including babies. Like, but this did make me feel some semblance, just a tiny pittance of sympathy. So I understand that this is original like SCP lore coming from SCP Illustrated and Dr. Sumerian, and while I did really enjoy it, and I thought it was like it was a really gripping story, I also kind of didn't like it just because it didn't fit with the whole canon of like Shy Guy murdering people who look at his face. Like, literally, I just don't understand how he doesn't murder the plague doctor, because he's literally murdered people who didn't even mean to be looking at his face. That one nigga saw what, like a half of a pixel of his face, and he left a wave of destruction in his wake when he went to go kill that dude. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I just don't really like how inconsistent it is with the lore of SCP-096. And then like I watched that thing between SCP-096 and SCP-682, and that was like a Clash of the Titans, like Battle of the Giants type of thing. And so you're telling me that like because the plague doctor like felt some semblance of pity for this nigga, like he didn't murder him? So I did enjoy this. I thought it was cute. But I don't know, I just couldn't really get as into it because the whole time I'm just waiting for him to try to rip the fucking plague doctor's head off. Like, you feel me? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave your reaction requests and suggestions down there. I am, you know, I'm like knee deep in this SCP shit now, so y'all might as well just be suggestion shit, and I'll do my best to get to it at some point. There's a lot of fucking SCPs, yo. Who's in, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and other than that, peace out, hope biscuits, it's getting lit.